A warrior in a garden. Your liberation from narcissists and the life afterwards. Welcome to today's topic, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Coach Tobias Forst, founder of Achilles Life Coaching, decade-long recipient of narcissistic abuse, and I've saved myself from it. And I accompany you on your journey to your personal freedom. Today we will go through the following quote of unknown source. It is better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. Before we delve into it, this video is meant for those among you, on the one hand, that have already walked the hard path of liberating themselves from narcissists. And you can just lean back and be proud of yourself for all that you've accomplished on this arduous journey and worthy journey to today, because what I'm going to tell you now won't be new for you, but a recapitulation of what you've already established and achieved for yourselves. And for everyone else, on the other hand, that are starting their journey of liberating themselves today, or are in the middle of said journey and arduous path, this video is meant for you to have something fundamental to look forward to, what you can achieve if you put in the work for yourself upon liberating yourself. So the basic premise of the quote I will repeat. It is better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war, is that there are different stages of agency, of being able to influence one's own life. You have the warrior on the one hand, and on the other, there is the gardener. This video will consist of 3 parts. Part number 1, with you, the gardener. Part number 2, with you, the warrior. And part number 3, the conclusion. So let's delve into it, ladies and gentlemen. Part number 1, you, the gardener. You still believe in the Disney fairy tales, the happily ever after, and you cling relentlessly to the hope that things will be better. And with you as the gardener, you plant patches of various flowers that symbolize, that mean something to you, that have a particular intrinsic value and meaning to you and your character. What are these plants, these patches of plants that you are, these flowers that you're about to plant in this relationship? You plant the patch of ivy. The patch of ivy for the intent of leaning on to someone and offering to your partner that they can lean on to you. You plant a bed of roses for grace, agreeableness, and love. You plant cornflowers for stability. You plant laurels for peace. And last, but certainly not least, you plant violets for hope. But what happens in this garden of yours, with you as its gardener? Someone else steps in, literally, and rips apart and cuts down the ivy. Your goal of being able to lean onto one another becomes being let down by your partner, being devalued by your partner. The roses seem surprisingly sturdy. They don't seem to change at all until you realize what you planted were roses of plastic. They're fake. They were fake in the beginning, and plastic does not carry seeds. Then you move on to check on the cornflowers. Stability. They're being trampled down, because what you experience is anything but stability, with the emotional ups and downs of your partner. the irate reactions toward you. Stability is nowhere to be found. You look for the laurels, and they are withered, dead. There is no peace. How can there be peace when someone else takes a bit of nothing and makes the super drama out of it? Again, because it's Tuesday. But one thing you simply cannot let go is your patch of violets. The hope, as much and as often as they're being trampled down and poisoned and whatever other substance your partner tries to put on it to hinder its growth and regrowth. You just refuse to let go of hope. And you hear things from your partner like, metaphorically speaking, to remain in this picture of you as the gardener in the garden, are things like, what kind of bogus are you planting here? I don't like this and that. Plant this instead. And 6 months later, I don't like this anymore. Do something else. Well, the neighbor over there, he or she has much more beautiful flowers than you have. No one likes your stupid flowers. And you realize, ladies and gentlemen, that you are a gardener in a war. Part number 2. You, the warrior. You're in the process of taking your power back. You have realized that responsibility without authority is slavery. I don't recall whose quote this was, but it holds so true, and you know that you are done being a slave. So you craft your gear, and you put it on step by step, and refine it, and wear it boldly. And you wear your shield of no. No to the narcissistic abuse, no to the gaslighting, no to the conditioning, no to the lying, no to the betrayal, and no to the manipulation attempts. You wear your helmet with a clear and focused vision on the red flags of narcissism. You wear this said helmet to designate your frame, that this is reality and that is a lie. You wear your cape, your red cloak, as a representation of your scars. Scars that do not deform you, but decorate you. They made you strong. Then you put on your armor of radical acceptance. Did this happen to you? Yes. Okay. Did you have to experience that? Yes. Okay. Did they cheat on you, here, there, and whoever else with? Yes. Okay. The ink is dry, and you put on your armor, and everything else that comes your way just gets deflected upon hitting your chest plate, and it doesn't go through to your heart anymore. And last but not least, you grab the hardened steel spear, and you choose the direction of your life that you thrust it to. You make your own path now. And you realize you're a warrior in a garden. Part number 3, ladies and gentlemen, the conclusion. You realize that peace is often not granted and gifted. You realize that peace must often be fought for. You realize that peace must often be reactively made. And that occasionally entails someone to be the loser. And you're done being the loser of this end. You're done being dictated the terms. You make them now. And your presence, your way of being by now, even has the effect of proactively establishing that peace for the simple reason that they want easy targets, and you are no longer an easy target. And knowing all that, you also realize that there is a price to it that you will gladly, smilingly pay every day. And the price is that you know that you pay attention each and every day. Knowing full well that while you're paying attention and you are a ready and prepared warrior in a garden, everything from now on that grows in this garden can do so undisturbed. Be your own hero and be your own heroine. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.